island of Sodor is home to the Northwestern Railway, with engines of all shapes and sizes, working hard to deliver goods and passengers to their destinations. There are lines that run along the coast of the island serving the docks, the fishing villages, and the seaside towns. There are branch lines that run to the farms, and the quarries, and the ancient castles of the island's heartland. And then there is the main line, which runs all the way from Knapford on the west coast of the island to Vickerstown in the east, and continues over the Vickerstown Bridge, where it connects to the mainland and beyond.
Winter had come to the island of Sodor, and with it a thick blanket of snow. The engines were keeping busy, keeping the lines clear, and delivering goods and passengers safely. Among them were Donald and Douglas, the Scottish twins, who were no strangers to working in harsh conditions. The snow-covered landscape was a beautiful sight, and also brought many challenges for the railway. Early one morning at Tidmouth Sheds, the engines chatted quietly as the snowflakes drifted down. "Aye, Dougie, another day of snow ahead. Are ye ready for the challenges we face?" Donald said cheerfully. "Aye, Tony, we got to keep the lines clear and deliver supplies where they're needed. The Far Controller's counting on us for the job to get done," Douglas replied determinedly. The twins had been given the important task of clearing the main line and ensuring that essential supplies reached the stations and towns cut off by the heavy snow. They were equipped with snowplows to tackle the deep drifts and prepare the tracks for the other trains. As the workmen attached the snowplow, Donald grinned. "This snowplow will help us clear the way. We'll have the tracks cleared in no time." Douglas nodded. "Aye, Donny, it's gonna be a long day, but we're ready for it." The twins set off into the snowy landscape, their wheels rumbling with purpose. The snow was deep, and the wind howled through the trees, but Donald and Douglas pressed on, determined to keep the railway running smoothly. However, as they puffed through the snow-covered countryside, their snowplow pushed snow aside, creating a clear path behind them. The snow continued to fall, creating a beautiful frosted world around them. But despite the serene surroundings, their job at hand was demanding. "Look at the snow piling up, Dougie!" "Aye, Dougie, but we need to push through the snowdrift as we go." The twins encountered a series of challenges as they made their way along the line. Deep snowdrifts had formed along the tracks, threatening to halt their progress, but Donald and Douglas were persevering and pushed through these obstacles. However, as they approached a steep hill, a large snowdrift was at the bottom. The snow swirled around. "Dougie, look at the size of that snowdrift. It's bigger than we thought," Donald shouted over the roar of the wind. However, Douglas was determined. "Right you are, Donny. We'll have a run at it, and we'll give it our best push." The twins gathered their strength and lined up at the base of the snowdrift. With a deep breath and a shared nod, they surged forward with all their might. "Keep going, Dougie. We can't stop now, or we'll be stuck here," Donald panted. "We're almost through, Donny. Just a wee bit more, and we'll make it," Douglas strained. The snow was thick and heavy, but the twins' determination was stronger. With one final push, they broke through the snowdrift and continued up the hill, the path ahead now clear. "We did it, Dougie! The line is clear," Donald said, relieved. "Aye, Donny, great work, but there's nae time to rest. We've got supplies to deliver to the stations." The twins carried on, their spirits high despite the difficult conditions. As they arrived at each station, they were greeted with cheers and clapping. "Thank you, Donald and Douglas. We were running low on coal, and as the cold was setting in, you've saved us from a chilly night," the station master said gratefully. "Aye, it's our pleasure. We're glad we could keep everyone warm," Donald smiled. "We're just happy to do our part. Keep safe and have a warm evening." Douglas nodded.
The snow continued to fall as the day wore on, but Donald and Douglas pressed on with unwavering resolve. They tackled more and more snowdrifts and made sure that every station and towns received the supplies they needed. As the afternoon turned to evening, the twins' energy began to wane. They had been working tirelessly, and the snowstorm showed no signs of letting up. Despite their exhaustion, they knew that they had to finish their deliveries. "We've been out this for hours, Dougie. I'm feeling a bit worn out." "Aye, Donny, but we're almost done, and then we can get back to Tidmouth Sheds and rest." The twins made their way back towards Tidmouth Sheds. The snow, now falling gently rather than a fierce storm, they had cleared miles of track and ensured that every supply reached its destination. As they arrived at Tidmouth Sheds, the snow had begun to ease, revealing a peaceful winter scene. "Donald and Douglas, you have done an excellent job today. The island is very grateful for your hard work," the Fat Controller said proudly.
Thank you, sir. It was a tough day. Aye, sir. We're just happy everyone's safe and warm. Douglas smiled. The twins settled into their berth, feeling exhausted but proud of their day's work. They had faced the challenges of the snowstorm head-on, and succeeded in their important task.